everyone, it's Anthony here at Talking Review, and today we are diving back into the crime world with Guy Ritchie for The Gentleman. So The Gentleman, written and directed by Guy Ritchie, has a pretty awesome cast, I'm not going to lie. Actors which you may love, you may hate. Personally, the majority of them I absolutely love, so when I saw that this film was advertised and it was coming out on the 1st of January, I thought absolutely I'm getting back on it. I haven't seen a good Guy Ritchie film in quite a while, considering the last couple of things we got. I'm talking to you, King Arthur. I'm talking to you. And I think it is a good re-entry into this genre for Guy Ritchie. It's definitely not his best, I'm not going to lie. It's definitely not his best. When you compare it to Lock, Stock, when you compare it to Snatch, it's definitely not at that calibre. So the story follows Matthew McConaughey. He is a weed drug lord who is trying to get out of the game and wants to sell his business to the highest bidder. As word gets out, obviously a lot of competitors want to get in there and a lot of criminal activity happens in the meantime. I'm not going to go over any more than that. I don't want to spoil it for you. This story isn't as complex as other Guy Ritchie movies that are out there, and one would go as far as saying that it might be a little bit predictable. And the reason that I say that is because by the end of the movie, I pretty much knew where we were going and what we were going to come to the conclusion of, which is something that you don't always get when it comes to Guy Ritchie. He likes to throw a few curveballs in there, but I think on this one he's kind of gone a little bit safe and thought, no, I'm going to go it this way. Maybe it's because it's going back into this genre, I don't know, but it did feel very predictable at times. Not massively to its detriment, because I still had a good time whilst watching it. But yeah, it did have me sat there thinking, I do know what's happening. That's obviously misleading and going to be something here and that never happened, or so-and-so did this, I know that. So you do kind of find yourself answering the questions before they've been revealed, which can be a little frustrating for people, I know, but it's not that much of a big deal in this movie. So let's talk about this cast. So Matthew McConaughey, Colin Farrell, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant. So some really big names there. I'll start with Hugh Grant. This is probably my favourite film with Hugh Grant in it. I've seen a lot of movies with Hugh Grant in it. He plays the same character over and over again. He plays a very, very different character in this movie. And I would go as far as saying that this is the funniest I've ever seen Hugh Grant. He plays a very, very sketchy reporter / private investigator that is connected to the criminal underworld. And he is absolutely hilarious in this movie. And I think it boils down to the fact that he goes massively against what you would expect Hugh Grant to do, which I'm all for. I'm absolutely all for. So absolutely love Hugh Grant in this. And another actor that absolutely shone in this movie was Colin Farrell. He's very much a tertiary character in this one. I think I read that his screen time is about 7 to 10 minutes. I don't even think it's that long. So he's not in it very long. He was in it less than the Joker was in Suicide Squad, put it that way. So he wasn't in it for very long at all. Yet he was unbelievably funny in this movie, like side-splittingly funny. And again, to match Hugh Grant, probably the funniest I've seen Colin Farrell in a very long time, if not ever. So he was really, really good. Matthew McConaughey, you kind of know what to expect with him. You either love him or you hate him. I think he's got a very divisive fan base. You either say, I absolutely love Matthew McConaughey and everything he does, or he's really annoying, he's the same in everything. I kind of see both points. I really like Matthew McConaughey. I've not really got much bad to say about him. But you know what you're getting with Matthew McConaughey, and he delivers with it. Charlie Hunnam, though, he's a bit of a conundrum, because at times in this movie, he is the Charlie Hunnam we all know, which is kind of poor. But other times he's really dominating. In some scenes, he controls the scene very, very well. But the majority of the time, you're kind of going, what's that accent? What are you Welsh? Are you trying to be Cockney? And I had the same thing when I watched Green Street for the first time. Now, very different movie. However, Charlie Hunnam has a problem with identity in that one as well, because his accent goes all over the place. Now, I'm led to believe that he's from Newcastle, and there is a slight Geordie twang in there, but the majority of the time he sounds like a Welsh Cockney, which is really weird. But he does an okay job, but a lot of the time I'm just thrown by his accent. Not going to lie. What this boils down to is whether or not you like Guy Ritchie or not. Because Guy Ritchie tells a story in a very particular way, especially in this genre. And he very much delivers to the style that you are used to. So if you like crime movies directed by Guy Ritchie, you will like this movie, I'm going to say. I did. I would definitely recommend this movie. but only to those that I know that would like it. If you don't like that style of movie, if you don't like Guy Ritchie and you don't like crime movies, then you probably shouldn't be watching it anyway. But if it's your cup of tea, then you're going to like it. I would say if this is the first movie you're introducing yourself into this genre and into this style of movie, i.e. Guy Ritchie style, if you watch this first, you probably won't be disappointed by it because there are better things after. So if you watch, let's say, this, then Lock, Stock and Snatch, you won't be disappointed about this. You'll just know that this isn't as good as them. But if you watched it the other way around as it has been made, you know that you have been able to produce something much better than this. However, this is still okay for what it is. I'm going to leave it there, guys. This is a thumbs up from me. I definitely would recommend it, but like I said, to only people that I know that would like this style. Make sure you leave us a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as well. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers as soon as we possibly can, so please hit that subscribe button and follow us for any future content that we've got coming out. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well, and I will see you guys for the next review. Peace!